Hello, today I would like to talk about the essential condition to get pregnant third and fourth. So let's get started. The third condition, the child's soul has chosen you as its mother. In Buddhism, it is said that there is a period of time when a dead soul searches for its mother in order to be reincarnated. It is called Gu Myo Rei. This means that the spirit or soul who is searching for its name. In other words, just as the people who living in 3D world are desperately looking for a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband and wife, souls seeking reincarnation are also desperately looking for its mother. Once the soul feels, oh, that's her, the soul that desperately wants to be reincarnated, which means this soul will search for your partner and guide you to meet your husband or wife, and mediate between you. There are a lot of tarot reading YouTube about how he feels about you, this kind of stuff, and it shows crazy amount of views. Particularly the readings about other people's perspectives are always highlighted. At other fields, the YouTube feed introducing a lot of manipulative techniques, which a lot of YouTubers are insisting, like, if you do this, do that, you can get her heart. This also indicates the truth that only few people can recognize the destiny, the true love, after all. In other words, most of people end their life with karmic people and situation. YouTube audience proving it. As long as the person's point of view is there, Gu Myo Rei never feel you deserve to be her mother. In other words, relationships that are attached to such lower point of views are karmic and highly unlikely to be the relationship leading to prosperity of the family line. Because our relationship that leads to prosperity is not determined on the low level of what he thinks of you or manipulative techniques. The most problematic point is that if you are currently in the position of desperately searching for a mother as Gu Myo Rei, would you want such a person to be your mother? So the most important point here is that if you live your destiny, Gu Myo Rei feel want you to be her mother, and Gu Myo Rei find a partner for you and guide you towards the right direction with eternal prosperity. I'm going to prove it with the best concrete example, which also will be the explanation of essential condition. Fourth, your luck is encouraging. By the way, do you remember the news about the elephants on tour in China? By understanding the journey of the elephants through the wisdom of this direction, we can arrive at the truth. First, they started to leave the reserve in March 2020. And then they stayed in southern Pu'er for 9 months, but their stay was not fully welcomed by locals. One villager was killed in a conflict with the elephants. In December, they traveled to the north of the city, where one of the female elephants gave birth. They stayed there until April 16th of this year before moving again. In the summer around Kunming, they began to return to their hometown. The entire elephant journey represented on a map like this. In other words, the whole thing was heading to the northeast. As I mentioned before in that video, what your pet wish for? The elephants heading to the northeast represents their subconscious earnest wish to somehow break the situation, because they were really trapped in a dire situation. If you don't understand what I mean, please watch that video later. It helps you to understand. Also, since the northeast is the direction that controls these following things, we can clearly see that their true purpose is for the prosperity and the development of the household. Especially when they started the journey, the first star was in the northeast, so this means that this is a movement that expects great changes in matter of love in general. Because if you move to northeast with the first star, you can expect this kind of effect. The way of thinking will change drastically and you will feel yourself differently than before. The friendships will improve. You will be able to trust your friends and everything will go conveniently and your fortune will improve. You will be able to save money discreetly in your daily life. You will be approached to start a new business or run a joint venture. There will be a positive change in your general love life. The family relationships will improve and the comfort of the home will change for the better. So, in other words, this is the movement where the elephants are the last hope for that to reform and improve their situation, expecting these kind of things. We can also see the genesis of this journey in terms of 9 stars and the philosophy of Yin-Yang Five elements. In 2020, the 7th star was in the center. At the same time, in March, it was also the 7th star in the center. So we can clearly see that this journey was very strongly affected by the 7th star energy. Also here is how the energy of March 2020 was in the Heaven zodiac and Animal Earth zodiac signs. The energy of Earth sign and Rabbit sign being present at the same time represents a conflict with the closest existence. In other words, it tells us that there is discord in the elephant family, especially like the conflict between husband and wife or relatives behind the beginning of this journey. In other words, this conflict is not coming from a disagreement between a tribal chief and his minions. The elephant started out with a lot of discord in the family, so of course that impact is reflected in the journey itself. This resulted in one human death. However, it is premature to assume that it is the elephant's fault that one person died here. Please look my video carefully to the end, because I never say that the elephant killed a person. When December 2020, one of female elephant got a baby, the 9 stars replacement at that time was like this. Do you remember it's totally same with the energy flow when elephant started out the tour in March 2020? In other words, this journey was strongly affected by the energy of 7th star means that this baby's energy lets them start out the journey. The energy of this journey is the very energy of this baby. For babies born under the 7th star, the 1st star and the 6th star represents the maximum lucky direction. So, to summarize, they began their great adventure with the 7th star, the baby's energy in the center, at the same time, towards the 1st star, the best luck energy for the baby in the northeast. And after the baby was born, they restarted when there was the 6th star, the best luck energy for the baby in the northeast. Then they began to turn back home when the 6th star, the best luck energy for the baby, moved to the southwest, which means goes as the worst energy flow of putrefaction, stayed in the north. Moving to the southwest, when there is 6th star in the southwest, means that they felt they should pull themselves together and work hard under God's guidance and protection, steadily and steadily. So in short, this journey is about the story of how a family resolved their family problem. And this problem seems resolved when they traveled with the best luck direction for the baby. And this whole process would be called luck or miracle for the parents' generation. There is one thing I would like to ask everyone here. What is child? Child is the person who can solve problems that her parents' generation couldn't. This is the definition of a child. Let's say you have a tremendous problem right now, and if you could solve it, wouldn't you feel that it's a miracle working? In other words, good luck or a miracle are the solutions that cannot be seen from the perspective you are looking at it from. Good luck or a miracle are the solutions that cannot be seen from the dimension in which you are energy restless. But child, which was born in the flow of prosperity of the family line, know how to solve it. That's why the child's existence itself could be called miracle. For a series of reasons, I included your luck is encouraging. For example, you can travel to the direction of having a baby exactly on the timing of the condition you have the ability to get pregnant as the 4th essential condition for convincing a child. Therefore, now that you can understand that it does not mean such a cheap meaning you cannot have a child if you don't travel, but much more big and deep meaning. To have a baby is to be in the flow of such a miracle which you cannot totally imagine from your perspective. So, all in all, here on this YouTube, it has been proven that the elephants have not synchronized with the worst energies, Gosat's uncancerous energy at all on this trip. On the contrary, the 6th star with maximum luck energy means divine blessings. So we can interpret that this journey was in the right direction under God's guidance. Especially since the 6th star has the meaning of God, so its meaning is even stronger. This means that a lot of the financial loss to the human world and the loss of human life that occurred during this fortune flow tour was a coordinated correction from the universe. About this, I also talked in the video Navalny, Prince Harry, and Gabby Petito have something in common, so please check later. That is also important. So in other words, for the first time, this journey has balanced the yin-yang of the universe by the gains for the elephants and the losses for humans. And it is this baby elephant that has shown us the solution in such an amazing, extraordinary way. A baby elephant has helped to reconcile the human world, the natural world, and the elephant world in a way that our generation could never have imagined. This is what we call a miracle. That's why the baby's existence is a miracle in any form of life. So how do you synchronize with such a high vibrational being? A trip to the lucky direction will help you do that. As the elephants already proven, when you travel in the direction with your good fortune, your vibration will be higher and your energy and thinking will change. So the travel plays a role in helping the energy resonate with the high vibrational souls like babies. The following video part 3 finally will show you when and to which direction and who can travel and how to do that. After watching this, you will understand how traveling to the lucky direction is a once-in-lifetime opportunity, seldom show up. At the same time, as the Christmas season is about to begin, some of you will be traveling. So I would like to make some other video about the auspicious directions in the near future, which a lot of people can refer to the direction in that season. I'm going to end this YouTube, but I want to mention something quickly. There are some lady who really went to the lucky direction on October 16th. I recognize your energy. You are a very awesome person because most people don't have the capability to go there even if they knew about it as knowledge. Even if have known about it 6 months before, many people can't go there. Just go in that good luck direction, the best timing, have a good meal and drinking, dancing or whatever. Such a simple thing, is not possible for some people. If there is too much of a gap between the flow of good energy direction and the energy of a person himself, herself, it is impossible to go to that lucky direction, even if she knew about it. So, yeah, I saw this kind of situation hundreds of times. So you are probably thinking that nothing good has happened so far and what's going on, but the power of this luck direction is not like that. If you keep watching my YouTube videos, you will gradually understand the meaning of it. Anyway, I just want to mention because I was happy to know that someone with great virtue is watching my YouTube. That's all for today. Bye bye.